everyone, this is Victoria here, and I am back for the part 2 of freshman tips. Tips for freshmen. Last time we left off with the first 5, and the last was to budget yourself. So this time we will talk about when you enter college. Tips number 6. Never, ever, ever, ever buy a brand new book unless it states specifically by the professor that you have to buy a brand new book, or if you have to buy a brand new book for the code that you will access the online access stuff. But other than that, never buy a brand new book. The reason is that if you buy a brand new book, it can cost up to $300, $400, $500, and on top of that, if you don't even need it, you just wasted $300 right there. So if you buy a brand new books, at the end of the year when you sell it back to the university or you sell it back to whoever, the campus store or anything like that, you will only get from 10 to 30%. That is a lot of money that you have lost just for a book. It doesn't matter if you never used it or you've never touched it. They will only give you from 10 to 30%. So never, ever, ever buy a brand new book. Or if you have the money to spare, then be my guest and you just want a brand new book, then that is up to you to decide. But I would not recommend buying a brand new book unless I have to. Tips number 7 is to never buy the books before your first day of school, because your first day of school, your professor will go over your syllabus and tell you exactly what books that you'll need. It would be pointless if you buy a $500 book and then you end up finding out that the professor haven't updated their syllabus and they decided not to use that book anymore. And now you can't return it, you can't exchange it. All you can do is sell it back for a portion of the price. So never, ever, ever buy the book before the first day. Or if the books is too expensive for you, then you can ask the professor personally, hey, how much time will we be spending using this book? Do I absolutely have to buy it? And then if the professor says yes, then that's just your luck. You'll just have to buy it. But if the professor says no, then you don't have to buy it. Tips number 8. Make sure you download your notes before the first day of class if the professor offers that option through Blackboard. Normally they would upload all the notes and stuff like that on Blackboard before school starts, so you can start looking through it. The reason why you need to download it before the first day, because college is nothing like high school, nothing like middle school, nothing like elementary school. Your first day in high school, you might be, getting to know your professor, getting to know your teacher, them explaining what you'll be learning in this class. But in college, your first day, you'll spend maybe the first 10 minutes going over the syllabus, and if there's no question, you go straight into the lecture. And you don't want to be that only one that doesn't have anything. And sometimes that the Wi-Fi, sometimes there are classes that are underground, so the Wi-Fi is not that good. That way you can't even download the notes. Now you're stuck one day without knowing any information. That is very, very bad in college, because college goes by very, very fast. If you miss a day, you'll get really, really confused the next time that you see a professor, because you haven't had that base knowledge of the night before, because it builds on top of the material that your professor is giving you, builds on top of each other. So let's say you can't learn, let's say you guys learn addition on that day, and then the next day you guys are learning multiplication. How do you know how to do multiply if you don't know how to do addition? So do you get my point? That way, always download your notes, if you can, the day before your first day, so you have it ready on your first day. Tips number 9 is make sure you come up to your professor and introduce yourself at the end of your first lecture class. This way, you will leave an impression on them. You can just go up and say, "Hi, my name is Victoria. Nice to meet you. I am very excited to be in your class this semester." Or you can tell them, "Hey, my name is Victoria. It was nice meeting you, and I really like blah 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 of your lecture, and I can't wait to learn more." It's just something to make you stand out. That way, whenever you communicate with them, or if you run into any kind of problems, they're more willing to help you because you did put an effort in to get to introduce yourself to them. And my last tip for you is tip number 10 is always sit at the front. You guys, it has been proven that if you sit at the front, you make at least 10% grade higher than if you were to sit at the back. The reason is that, number one, you can focus more and you have that one-on-one attention with the professor, and the professor are making eye contact with you. And number two, if you sit too far in the back and people are messing with their laptop, or they're watching a movie, or they're texting somebody, then you'll be watching them instead of focusing with whatever the professor is it's explaining. That is why sitting in the front is so important. If you can, try to sit in the first 3 row. Alright guys, that is all the tips that I have for you guys. I hope that those 10 tips will help you guys a lot, and I am so excited for you guys to start UNT because, in my opinion, I think it's a wonderful university, amazing professors, everybody is so nice and so helpful, so I can't wait for you guys to experience what I experienced. And if you guys have any more questions, comment, or concern, leave in the comment down below, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability. Also, don't forget to hit that like button, as well as subscribe to my channel for further videos, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!